Hi, YouTube. I hope you're doing good. I'm doing okay. I might roll a few cigarettes while I'm talking to you, just chatting today. I'm going to tell you about something I really noticed that happens when you want to be if you want to, how do I say this? There's no way to say this without sounding like a snob to people that do wicked things and it's not that they just want to do their wicked things. They want to shut you up about pointing out that it's wicked, So it's not so much that they're just doing those things. If they can't get you to join in with their wicked ways, they're going to punish you and torture you because you're not doing that. That's pretty much what my topic is today. I'll tell you about some incidences in a little bit here. So, I've actually been beat up for that reason, So I don't really take it lightly when people get mad at me because I'm telling them, hey, that's fine. Go ahead and call yourself a Christian all you want to call yourself. But when you're not acting like one, and it's actually a bad example for everybody in your life, don't fault me for pointing out the error of your ways, So I got people that actually violently mad at me because I'm saying, hey, look, it's not so much that you want to be a slut, okay? I'm just talking in general to people. But don't get pissed off at me because I don't want to be a slut. Don't get pissed off at me because I don't want it around me. I don't want it around my kids. I don't even want it in the world. But yet you're going to fault me for having feelings of emotions, real emotions, for caring for other people and my children. That's going to keep people safe in every extreme. And you think that, I'm going to take on your anger and accept it and just adapt to your way of thinking because that's how you're thinking at the time? It doesn't work like that. You can get mad all you want. And I grew up with the saying, only dogs get mad, people get angry. And when you're angry, that can be righteous anger. And you can deal with that like an adult. You don't act like a dog when you're a mad dog. If you're an angry person, you deal with it like a human being, like a person. The first thing you do as a Christian is take it to God. If you're mad with somebody, how long are you going to carry that on? For the rest of your life? You're going to let that anger just sit there and gnaw away and just like, I'm not going to like her because she's looking down on all these sluts around here and I don't like her for it. And, well, we got to punish her. So, you know what they do? They step it up. It isn't so much that they're going to say or do anything extra filthy. They'll just make sure that they do it right away to make sure that I know that it's pointed at me. Like, there you go. You didn't like our filth? Here, we'll double it for you. Here's a double portion. It happens all the time. All my life. It's like, oh, let's see if we can get a certain look on her face. Can we get that sorrowful look, or maybe in pain or shock? What kind of reaction can we get out of this person that we hate? That's a lot of what happens to me a lot of times. Something good. It was so cute today. Our friends from Russia, Yulia and Konstantin, got on a little video they made for Doug and wished him happy birthday blessings from Russia to him. And it was so cute. She's so cute. Yulia, hi. How you doing? You are so cute. Both you are. What a sweet video. That was really nice. So, yeah. Because I know you subscribe to me, so I'm her Auntie Barb. Yeah. Very old auntie, but yeah. Auntie to your parents, probably. You know, that age. Well, they're young people. So, but so cute. Both of them, the guy and his daughter. That was cool. So yeah, I was celebrating Doug's birthday last night with him. He did eat at, well, about probably 18 minutes after 12, I think, is when I made Alfredo sauce with portobello mushrooms and pasta. And that was the main dish. And then I took my food processor and made creamy coleslaw. So we had Alfredo pasta, portobello's, coleslaw, and my chocolate cheesecake that I made. Yeah, that did not last very long. I had like 3 little pieces, and it wasn't like half gone or nothing. But I told Doug I just had what I wanted, and because they're not really thick, I made it real thin stuff. So it was like about a normal, little over a piece of a pie, or a cake, whatever you want to call the thing I made. I don't know what it is. I didn't use a recipe. I just threw some things together, and it was just amazing. And it's all gone. So, yeah. Tonight, though, we're going to have roasted chicken, coleslaw, and some of that Alfredo pasta with it, like a side, just because it's all good. So, yeah. So, yeah, he's been celebrating his birthday, and people from around the world have been helping him do that. That's cool. See, now, people who are up close with me, first off, you'd probably have a hard time staying mad at me. You would have to really be some kind of whacked psychopath or something like that if you couldn't see the humanity within me and my love of other people. You're flipping mad already. You have, probably need to really do some detoxification of your soul, not just your body. So, but I would go to God first. If I'm mad at somebody, it'd be like, I got to talk to God about this, because I can't go just, love your enemies, right? Who's loving me for pointing out that you're this world's so slutty I can't stand it, and that people are the poorest examples for their own children? You want to kill me for that? You that mad? Don't you fucking hate me? Uh, I'm sorry that I'm not sitting at the same table as whores. It's just not my thing. Maybe a few thousand years ago it might have been a thing, but it's not a thing now. The word, the fire, this is what the thing is right now. This isn't the Christian pacification program. We're not just telling you what it is going to do to pacify you so you feel better about yourself for the next day. This is called off with your stupid in the head if you don't get with the program. You don't like threats? I don't like threats either. I don't like threats towards what's normal on this planet. And people pretending that it's acceptable in life and in families, which does make up and constitute how the world goes around, not the other way around. If you don't have moral standing and structure in a society, you don't have a society. If you get rid of the mother and the grandmother with the common sense, you're just an idiot, and that's what you deserve. Well, you might as well have a pubescent boy running the show. You might as well have an adolescent, horny teenager in the temple of God and say, this is Christ. This is who you follow. Because it's the same equivalent of what you're trying to make me accept on this planet. You people that think nothing of wicked ways and, or accepting of other people's wicked ways. No. You say no, no matter how mad they get at you, you just keep saying no. And if they don't love you because you're saying no, then they're not lovable. It's fake. And it's all flesh. It is nothing else. There's no soul there. There's no nothing. Is that really what you want for you and your family for eternity? Get mad at me. Go right ahead. It's not that I'm not going to get mad back. I'm not playing. Hey, stupid is stupid, fine. Be stupid, but don't be stupid in public. You gotta broadcast it? How brain dead you actually are? People get out here and they do and say things that it's like, oh, I've had animals with more grace and intelligence than that. Or for real. Humility. I had a cat. Well, still have one of them that actually gets embarrassed if you watch him go to the bathroom. But I had another cat. I almost thought about buying her one of them little Chinese partition walls. One of them, I was going to say pagoda, but it's not a pagoda. You know what I mean. One of them screens just to block off so people couldn't watch you go to the bathroom, if they were walking by or something, because she would just totally flip out. She got embarrassed. I could sense it. I can't prove it. But animals have more humility than people do. They really do. Dignity, that type of thing. There's people on this planet that think that they're above other human beings, that there's other human beings that are actually subhuman according to them, and those ones are the ones that are directly related to what we call the fallen angels. So how much stock do we take in what these people that say they're chosen when they're leaving the grace of God and the promise of eternity out of you by secluding you because of their arrogance? Well, Christ came here to put a stop to that type of shit. The same with the crudity on this planet. I'm talking the crudity in your soul, in our souls. Like I said, it's not the Christian pacification program. These laws and commandments that God gave us, not the hundreds, but they're very simple, that people have trouble abiding by. These aren't negotiable. You can't wager yourself out of your sin, like tell God, well, bargain with God, like, well, I'll only be so Christian, or I'll only be so mad at her, but I'm still going to love everybody because I love my enemies. But as long as you don't judge me, and I'll still call myself Christian, I can keep doing whatever I'm doing, or I'll call myself a Jew, or a Muslim, Islamic, whatever. And swear to God, I love God more than anything on this planet. And I love his fellow creatures just like I do myself. And just do the opposite with what you're acting. And that is how people operate. Like my video yesterday, as long as I say I'm a Christian, that must mean I have God in my heart. More than anybody else. If I name myself a Jew and I'm the chosen, then that just must mean that just because of my heritage or bloodline or religion, that I'm far superior to you. When all of us are created equal. And Christians correlating themselves with the Jewish community when Christ came for us. Or didn't he? And they're waiting for him. What are they waiting for? More excuses? More wars? More annihilation of what they call the Gentile? The animals, the goy? Is that really what God meant for this world to be? Are the rabbi actually gathering God's flock? Or are they telling them to flock off with their language? Which is it? Who do you support? Are you supporting anybody that's involved in a war, or the people that really aren't and never would? Are you supporting adultery? Yeah, we love our enemies. Do we cater to them with that love? Here's a serving of love. Let me rip my clothes off. You love me more now? Are we catering to this evil? Or are we putting a kibosh on it? What the is it? You need to make up your mind. Don't pick a side. You better pick a fucking side. There's good or evil. Take a choice. And take steps and measures every day to go where you're going, not where you don't want to go. Or to rinse and repeat. How many times you gonna rinse and repeat? You know? I think about it every day. And I don't just, I live what I'm talking about. I battle for what I'm talking about. I've ended relationships for what I'm talking about. What, is everybody in the world worthy to, I'll put it as crass as I can put it. This is going to hit home. So everybody is worthy of laying in your bed. Hope that hits home. Because that's how personal it is out here in the world. Actually, every cell in you is every cell in me. That's how closely connected people are. And they pretend they're not. They're all like, oh, you can't hear me thinking. You don't know nothing about me. And, oh, okay, whatever. Abracadabra on you too. You're so slick and sneaky and sly and cunning. Oh my goodness. The intelligence is just oozing out of your immoral asses. Sorry for you that are. Well, anyway. If my little friend's watching me, sorry, little girl, I love you. I'm doing this for little ones like you, because women like me need to say something so little ones like you know you are not alone. I would die for you in a heartbeat, nanoseconds. So, and that's where I'm coming from, the depth of my soul. When I get out here and talk, I'm not just trying to impress. I'm trying to reach, and with love. And yeah, I get a little heated sometimes, but like I said, this is not the Christian pacification program. This is called Get With the Program. You know? And do what's right. No matter who gets mad at you. If you lose people over it, what is it you're losing? And if you pacify what isn't right, what are you actually losing? Who are you betraying? I'm not into betraying God, okay? It's really not my thing, and it never has been. So you got to ask yourself, with every step you make out on this planet, who is this going to affect? You know? When I do this or that or whatever, who is it pointed at? A better future for everybody? Or a moment of self-gratification? 10 years of bliss? Or, you know, what? What is your goal, your ulterior motive? Like, I can only do this much bad and it's still acceptable? Or I can pretend that these people are chosen, and as long as I in sync myself with these people, they could be a Jew, I could be a Christian, but as long as I pay homage to a heritage and a religion that say they are the chosen ones, well, by God, I must be godly also. And that's how these people are acting out there. It's like, oh, as long as I read out of the Bible, as long as I spread the word of God, well, by all means, it doesn't matter if I'm lusting in my mind or anger here or there that's misplaced. Doesn't make any difference, just as long as I say I'm of God. You're obligated to believe me. And that's exactly how people are being treated when they can't walk the walk. They don't live up to the words that are coming out of their mouth as leaders in this world, as examples for people. Yeah, I heard somebody say they get mad at me. Well, keep getting mad. It's not going to get you anywhere. You can get mad all you want. Just like some little child. You tell a child no because they're going to hurt themselves. Well, get mad, you little creature. Go for it. You can get mad all you want, but I'm still going to grab your hands from being burnt from the fire. So get mad, 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 as much as you want. Take it out on me. If that's the best you can do, especially a man that has to express his anger towards a woman like that, go for it. And then you wonder why I am a martial artist. Don't wonder. Come tell me to my face how mad you are at me. And don't surprise me, just meet me square. Because I have the power of God behind me. I don't need to be a man. I don't want to be a man. But there's a lot of men that would like to battle a woman like a man. And you know what you deserve for that feeling? I bet you can guess. I bet I'd tell you too. Yeah, no. You know. Yeah, like I say, get mad. And it's extraordinary to me, but when it comes right down to it, there's a lot of men, they want a good woman, but when it comes right down to it, no, you don't. You deserve what you have, and you're gonna get what you deserve. And that's why, because it's your stupidity. You wouldn't be able to lead your woman if she was a good woman. And if she is and you're not, oh, God bless your little heart. If you have a daughter or little people in your life that look up to you and you're stupid like that in front of them, you're so lucky I don't live around you. Yeah. Are you mad at me, eh? Isn't that something? Well, I bet I could make you take a strike at me. Man. And I bet you'd get hurt doing it, too. Man. So get mad all you want. You know what that's going to get you? When something happens to you coming up in the future, I don't say or do nothing. Or even pray about it. I just think about it. And things will fall into line wherever they need to fall. So I would be really careful. And that's what truly means being chosen. That's what being chosen really means. You're actually taken care of and protected in the weirdest of ways. And people know it. They're just stupid. They'll just do things anyway. And then when something bad happens, they just don't get it. They don't make it click. It's like they aren't learning their lesson. They make excuses for the stupid shit in their life, and they carry on like it never happened, and it happens again, and then they still keep wondering what's going wrong. Like, why aren't things personally falling into place for me like they should? They just don't get it. They can't make connections of lessons learned. But yeah, when you think you're a chosen person and you hurt people that actually are, you will find out what being chosen actually means. That's what I'm trying to say. You don't have to be of any special heritage or anything like that. If you really read the scriptures, you'll find out that God loves everybody. There were people that were chosen to carry namesakes and heritage for the human race. This does not make them superior entities. They're human. It's like, as a minister, doesn't make that minister a better person. That makes that minister more responsible for you or I with everything that they say. It could be a burdensome, it could be a wonderful thing. It could be very burdensome, especially if you have failings that you're not addressing yourself. You're not fit or worthy in that position, and very few people are. Don't get me wrong. And I'm not just blowing my own horn, but I know when I'm doing things right, and I'm not backing down. Not when it comes to ethics or morals or grace of God or judgment or any of it. Y'all can take a flying leap. I will not back down. Not for the way this society is. I'm not bending one bit. Not one iota. Don't you just love that word? I do too. It's such a tiny word. No pun. Every pun intended. I guess that's funny. Practically particle physics. You know. The minute details of what I'm trying to transpire here. It is disheartening. I don't care. I'm not backing down. The worse the world gets, and the more people ignore it, the more disturbing it is. And I won't shut up till I die, or I'm killed, or whatever. And on that, I really don't care. And there's a lot of people, believe what you will. I think it's people's fear of death that makes them think they believe in a God that they actually have no faith or trust in. It's like if I was your best friend, you would know you could trust me. Would you pick a lesser friend? You might, and then you're going to get what you get. It's the same with loving God. If you trust God, you'll get good things. It might be, of course, you're going to know you're going to get attacked. If you stand up and speak out for what is right for other people on this planet, I'm not talking about the mentally disturbed, ill repute freaks that are posing as humans. I am not talking to you. I'm talking about the normal people struggling every day to have a decent life without all the filth and the wicked bullshit on this planet that people are accepting and passing off in little increments. You know, it's like, well, I'll just be a fucking asshole today, but tomorrow I'm going to tell you I love you and God because I love my enemies. Do I? What? Are you sure that's in there? Here's something too. And Satan is the father of all lies when it says parts like honor your mother and father. Up to a point. What about honoring your children? Has that crossed many people's minds that little child is more important than you are? The second you put that child on this planet, that child now becomes more important than you. In my mind, that's what being a parent, that's what being a friend, that's what being a minister, that's what talking to people and what the love of God really is. That is picking a side. And that's how much I love my enemies, to tell them the truth. Hate me as much as you want to hate me. It still isn't going to take the grace of God out of my heart and the true love that I do feel. So if I get angry right back, it might take a while, but have at it. You know, if that's what you got to put your hate on me for your wicked ways or pacifying other people's wicked ways to keep them pleasant in your life, go ahead. Deny good people all you want and enjoy the company you keep. You are picking your side. That's the way it happens. Well, I'm going to get this uploaded. Hope y'all have a really good day. I appreciate you joining me more than I could tell you. The people that watch me, and I think you must have feelings like I do of the upset of, like, okay, when you see bad things happen to people that you love and care about, and you're trying to explain, say like it's a child, and you're trying to explain to your child how this wickedness comes about in the world, also expressing of what the steps we're going to take to stop this individually in our life, wherever we encounter it. It's not acceptable. That's the bottom line. All right, everybody. Peace and love from Pine City, Minnesota, USA. Have a good night or day, wherever you're at.